And away we go. It's the nightcap right here on BearcatJournal.com. I'm Chad Brendel. He's Aaron Smith. As always, we are brought to you by. It's been a long day. I'm sick. We talk like
Galactic Fried Chicken. They're the
you do it.
sponsor. Yeah, Galactic Fried Chicken. They're the sponsor. Visit www.galacticfriedchicken.com. Download the app for Android, iPhone, everything Galactic. You can find them in Dayton, Kentucky, about, 5-7 minutes off the exit, depending on lights. Not far.
Yeah. I told you like 3 days ago. I could feel it coming, right?
Yeah. Right here on this very pod.
Now I can't breathe. And with the smoking, the cough is already a problem. So then you're sick, right. And it's a disaster.
Our pets' heads are falling off.
Yeah, I spent the whole day in the hospital looking at the side of a TV. Things are going great. Like I couldn't be better. Things are outstanding right now.
I'm sure.
But here we are. They kick me out of the hospital at 7 every night, so I still have to come home and produce content for you yahoos.
You're welcome.
I hope you're happy. Big news of the day. Commitment for the Bearcats. Rohan Davey, who oddly enough is not related to the Rohan Davey that played quarterback at LSU in the 90s.
Yeah.
I guess the parents had to be. I have to get to the bottom of this. The parents had to be LSU fans.
Had to be, right?
Or just their last name was Davey, and they were like, that's it. Rohan. That's what we're doing.
That can't just be coincidence. That doesn't even make sense.
I wouldn't think so. Look, if you've watched this kid's tape, he is a heat-seeking missile.
That's a good thing.
He does not fit the perfect ideal measurables. It's about 5'9", 5'10", 195 pounds. He's going to play that hybrid dollar sniper outside linebacker position that's half linebacker, half safety. But for the people like freaking out about his ranking, guess what? His ranking is impacted by the fact that it's completely undersized. Like when you look break down a kid like that, and if you're evaluating what like rankings have become kind of a projection of like the long-term future for the kid, how does he fit as an NFL type? Like that's how you get up into that 88, 89, 90 range. Like is this a kid that we think one day could play in the NFL? Evaluators are going to look at a 5'10", 5'9", 5'10" linebacker and go, no. Like the odds of him making the NFL, sure, there are outliers that have made it at that size. But for the most part, you got to be 6'1", 6'2", 6'3". Like,
yeah, if he's going to the NFL, the only way he's going to the NFL is not at linebacker. It's going to be at safety.
Right. But I think Luke Fickell has more than earned enough benefit of the doubt for them to look at a kid like this, watch his tape, get to know the kid, get to know his situation, get to know what makes him tick. He's been on campus twice. So this is a guy that they've sat down face-to-face, met with him, met with his family, and they felt comfortable that he was a guy that they wanted. And that's good enough for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's exciting in the sense that we are outside of the traditional Kentucky, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania realm.
I was supposed to hit mute there, my bad.
The kid is from he's from DC. So actually where I lived for the first couple of years of my life. So yeah, I'm happy to see them branching out of the pipeline, and just if you watch his tape, the kid, there's no better way to describe him than, as you did, a heat-seeking missile.
He just hits. He sees the ball. He hits the ball.
And at the sniper position, what more do you want?
Right. CD ball, hitty ball.
Bingo.
He's the Tony Perez of Bearcats football. That was Perez, right? That wasn't Concepcion.
That's before my time.
Might have been Concepcion. I don't know. The old heads are going to kill me on that one. I thought it was a clever reference, but I don't.
I was born in
not
84.
working.
I'm sorry.
I was born in 77.
You were alive during.
No, I wasn't. 75, 76 was the Big Red Machine. They tore it apart. 77.
Close
So,
enough.
But yeah, Jarrell White and Perry Young were undersized, right?
That was the first name that came to my head. Were actually those two when you said he was 5'10" and going to be at that dollar sniper position.
Right. Actually, Perry played the other linebacker position. He played weak side linebacker, like where you're.
And you could not stop that dude. He was all
Right.
over the field. I mean, how many tackles did he average his senior year? Like 10 per game?
10, 12 a game. Yeah. So
unreal.
If they've identified this dude as a dude that fits, as a dude that is exactly what they're looking for at that specific position, then more power. Like, yeah, okay, good. I'm good.
You win.
Like, you build up that level of equity, right? When you build up that level of equity, if you find one of those guys, because like, here's the thing, they're not out there looking for 5'10", 195 pound snipers. They want Deshaun Pace. They want Ty Van Fossen. They just happen to find one that, like, he fits what we do. He's versatile. He's fast. He's physical. He knows football. Like, I think that's the other thing. And kudos to Mick for that Coach Speak article, where, you know, he got kind of the inner workings of how this kid is. He plays in a football powerhouse in DC, and the coach is like, look, I've seen guys everywhere, but this kid knows football. This kid is a leader. This kid, like, the coach basically said, like, this kid is all of the things that Luke Fickell recruits.
Wants in a player, right?
Right. So I think it's a big get. Like, I think it's a get that I know internally they're excited about, because I think it's a kid that they feel like is about all of the right things.
Well, and kind of the way that, you know, Zach Taylor started drafting only leaders. We've seen Luke Fickell, prior to that Zach Taylor mindset, also start, you know, recruiting captains,
leaders
and
winners.
Leaders. Yes, all of those things. So if this guy fits that mold, sign me up every time. 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. I'm here for it.
Basketball. There's a lot. There's a couple names now on the board. Go check that out. That I'm getting more detail about who Cincinnati is a little bit more interested in than not. This is Portal 2022, man. It's chaos. There's some stuff, like, this is why I don't run with anything like right away. There was a guy that I was tracking, but I didn't have like detailed, you know, talking to outside sources and verifying and like vetting of information. And I asked one of my guys that's kind of he doesn't work anywhere as a recruiting guy, but he's one of the more connected guys that I know.
Okay.
That knows like the AAU scene and, you know, who is who and what's what. And I asked him about a kid. I think this was like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in Secession last week. I asked him about a kid on Wednesday. Yeah, I think Cincinnati's in there pretty good. Hit me back on Thursday. I'm pretty sure they're out. Hit me back again on Friday. I don't know. I think they might have a shot. So, like, that's how insane all of this is. And this is one of the guys that, like, nationally, if I'm trying to vet something, like Daniel Skillings, right?
Yeah.
When it was feeling like maybe Skillings was trending towards North Carolina State. This is a guy I went to that was like, what's the vibe? And he's like, yeah, North Carolina State's making a push. And then he hit me back the next day and was like, I think Cincinnati's going to hold him off. Like, this guy knows
he's a dude.
The inner workings of recruiting.
Yeah.
And it's just insanity. Like, it's none of it makes any sense, because it's one day it's this, And the next day it's that. And and it's two completely opposite sides of the spectrum. It's not like, I think they're pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. Here, so and so's the beat. It's like, I think they got a shot. I think they're out. Oh, I think they might actually be like. It's crazy.
Well, and I mean, there are some other outlets out there publishing that kind of stuff, where anybody who's mentioned in relation, they're out here running with it.
I just don't do it unless I'm confident with the info.
Personally, I'm happy that we don't have to sift through all the bullshit.
Yeah, me too. Oh no, well, I do have to sift through all the that's actually my job.
You do that for us,
right? Right, because that could trust me, it could play out in real time on the boards if I wanted it to. You know how mad at me people would be if I posted on a Wednesday. Like, I think Cincinnati's in here. I posted on a Thursday that they're out, and then came back on Friday and was like, well, maybe yesterday I was wrong.
Why do we pay for the premium content, Chad?
Right. Or it could be like today where they, yell at me for a week that they don't have any info, and then I give them info and they yell at me for the info that I gave them.
Because they didn't like it?
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Give us names. Here's the names. Not those names. All right. I'm gonna go try to breathe.
Can't wait to do this all over again tomorrow.
I'm not having a good week, brother. I'm not having a good week. It is what it is.
Well, we will be back tomorrow night with the BBP and a nightcap in that order. But don't forget, you can always check the Bearcat Journal boards if you wanted to get your question read live during the BBP mailbag. Yeah.
There you go.
Also, the Reds, or not the Reds, the Bearcats baseball team, they scored some runs.
Didn't get a dub.
Scored some runs.
They lost 2 of 3 in the conference opening series against ECU. So would have been nice to have got that one tonight because they got down big early. Well, I say tonight. It started today. It ended tonight. It was 4 hours and 50 minutes or something to play 9 innings.
Yep, and they lost it their seventh and ninth is the 2 deciding runs scored against them to lose 10-12.
12-10.
Well, it's fine. I'm reading it as it's on the board. Put it in the order you want me to read.
Or 12-10.
Or don't have a home team.
Just always read the bigger number. Look at it.
I didn't make the rules, so I'm not
read
following
the bigger number first.
Evolution.
That's the nightcap. Brought to you by Galactic Fried Chicken, right here on BearcatJournal.com.
Sit.
Good.